And welcome back to another Crypto Hulk, where today we're going over VeChain, real life use case where VeChain is just beginning. VeChain is still a baby. The whole crypto space is still a baby. And the second news story that I'll go over is about the Bank of Russia and how they're going to have upcoming trials for the digital ruble. And you're going to see how XRP fits right in there. And let's see, got Jew F Baby, Maria V. Okay, I got two cryptos, XRP and VeChain, and I'm waiting on getting the Flare Spark token. So back when, about over a year ago, 13 months ago or something, I got XRP because after 600 videos watching it, I was like convinced this is the ultimate crypto for me to buy, okay? Then maybe 4 or 5 months later, I said, well, because I ran out of money with XRP. So then I said, well, I want another one. So I looked at all the cryptos and stuff and then came up with VeChain. Because I said, because I'm looking at the future, right? I said, in the future, I know they're going to want to track and control everything. That's what crypto is. It's a way for them, whoever they are, it's a way for them to watch everything that we spend and track it. So I said, what better than a logistics crypto to invest in than VeChain? I said in the future, they're going to want to track people, track everything. And I'm like, because I just looked at the end game and it's looking pretty scary 10 years down the road from now with all the tracking and surveillance. You got cameras at all these intersections, facial recognition, this, that. And I said, I already know how it's going to go. So I need to invest in a crypto that tracks things because that's what the future is going to be. Tracking cars, people, traffic, this, that. VeChain will be the beast that is going to be inevitable. So I might as well profit off it. So that's kind of like why I got into VeChain, and because there's no hype to it. There's no dog running around. It seems like a boring crypto because it's business oriented. It's logistics oriented, like UPS, FedEx, US Mail. Everybody one day, every business is going to use VeChain. So let's see what we got. Yeah, hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. You got a free show, giving out free information. I try to break stuff down. You don't have to pay. You don't have to watch commercials. I don't get a dime from the channel. But I like drinking that cold, ice cold from the freezer, Corona. Okay. So VeChain announces the world's first national, listen to this, NFT. So it has a little E and then an NFT. It's the world's first. Nobody else has made one except VeChain, okay? And it's the first national NFT adoption. Why it could be here for VET, or why it could be huge for VET, okay? So they invented this. The title of the article is just that. The VeChain announces they're the first one to come out with an NFT and how it's going to be huge. So let's look at this. The VeChain Foundation and the DNV, that's David Nora Valerie. I don't know what the DNV Assurance have partnered. So it's some kind of company, DNV Assurance. So the VeChain Foundation linked up with this place, and they have partnered with the Republic of San Marino. Now, I don't know where the Republic of San Marino is. It's some kind of a country. I believe it's in the EU somewhere. And what they wanted to do was to issue digital COVID-19 certificates. See how they're tracking people? This will provide its citizens with a digital certificate in line with the EU standards. So VeChain is going to be used in the healthcare and it's going to be used everywhere. I'm just telling you, okay? And VeChain is cheap right now. It's like 8 cents. These certificates will be issued via enterprise NFTs, or that's the ENFT. So enterprise NFTs. It's a type of digital asset that's based on the blockchain VeChain Thor. Okay. So there's VeChain, and then VeChain has something called the VeChain Thor, and that's what this NFT is based on. The ENFT has designs with the purpose of leveraging blockchain technology to impact everyday life. That's why I got into VeChain, because it's going to impact everyday life. It's not a super special, super popular, whatever kind of crypto. It's one that will be used in all areas of life, whether it be Costco, like any kind of business is going. The whole world is going to use VeChain. So, and there's no hype about it or whatever. It's just the reason I got it because it's a no hype crypto. It's just something that tracks stuff, and you don't have Hollywood celebrities promoting it and da-da-da-da-da. That's why I got it, all right? You figure all the car companies, they got to keep track of all these parts. And then if you're a bakery, you got to, just everything is going to run on VeChain in the future. I already know. So it's meant to impact everyday life and allow companies to design products as a bundle of physical goods, and it is to enable digital products and more. So that's part of it. It says here, the next point, the San Marino digital COVID certificate is an important tool that aligns San Marino with the technical standards used by the EU. So this country is using VeChain. Now, imagine this. There's a country that's using VeChain in a medical purpose to get in line with government regulation. So VeChain's fitting right in it. VeChain's not a threat. See, different cryptos do different things. I told you guys that like 4 or 5 months ago when I started my channel. Different cryptocurrencies have a different purpose. So it's not like which is the best crypto. It's kind of like what crypto do you need? And then that crypto will perform a purpose, okay? So VeChain is in the business of solving logistic tracking problems, locating where this is, how long was it at that location, what's the temperature. It tracks things. So that's the purpose of like VeChain. Like I said, so it's a crypto and it uses the VeChain Thor with NFTs. Okay, and it's not the NFTs where it shows doggies and all that kind of stuff, all that dumb shit. No, VeChain is the first company to use an NFT with a valid purpose, like a real life, but not just some artwork. You sell the artwork for $10 million or whatever. No, VeChain makes an ENFT. That's for enterprise, for like business and government. VeChain's not about dumb shit. It's not about hype or nothing like that. VeChain is about solving real world problems. That means utility. And then in the end, that means money. Okay? So VeChain is strictly a crypto that's based on having a real world use case. And the more real world use case they keep inventing, then the price goes up. So that's how it works. Let me see here. Interoperability. Okay, here we go. The San Marino Digital COVID Certificate is an important tool that aligns San Marino with the technical standards by the EU and assuring total interoperability. That's like a Ripple word. Okay, now it's not Ripple, it's not using Ripple, but is a term where VeChain is interoperable. So every business, every government will be able to use it. Okay. So it's not like only certain people, or it can, like, Bitcoin can only do certain things or whatever. Like, this is interoperable with like every single thing. So that's another reason why I really like VeChain. While it adds a certification method based on blockchain technology, this is enabled by linking an NFT and a unique and non-repeatable certificate of digital authenticity. So VeChain is used to authenticate. So let's say you're Louis Vuitton, you make a purse, out of the factory, you put a serial number on that purse, all that stuff goes out of the VeChain blockchain. And when you go buy that purse or that automotive car, or you go to buy that house, or whatever you go to buy, VeChain will have serial numbers and proof of authenticity to prove that it's real. So you can verify. Let's say somebody wants to sell you a baseball card or whatever it is, and it has a serial number on it. You can look that up on VeChain to see if it's, when that card was made and all that kind of stuff, right? So you can verify that people aren't selling you bogus information. Let's see here. Now, there was a guy named Garlinghouse on this channel a couple weeks ago. So I thought it was Brad Garlinghouse, like the CEO of Ripple. Then I looked closer at his name and it was like Bread Garlic House. And so anyhow, in this article, it's very interesting. That guy that was on my live chat was in the article, which I found like, oh my God. So I guess I had a celebrity in the house and didn't know it. I don't know why he's looking at my channel, but he actually was talking and stuff, and I think I commented on some of his things. So the Bread Garlic House guy wrote on a tweet, I guess, in his Twitter page, and it ended up in this news article. He wrote, VeChain is one of the first chains to implement NFTs. So of all the cryptos and stuff out there, pretty much VeChain was the first one to have an NFT, and it's in the form of an X node. So he says they were the first ones to have an NFT in the form of X node, whatever the hell that is, tokens, while other chains are used to deploy useless memes and useless GIFs as NFTs. VeChain has taken the cause further with NFTs that are relevant in the real world to real people. So I thought that was pretty cool about VeChain. Yeah, it's 8 cents, okay, but I have to look at, like, what is it doing? So the more VeChain does stuff like this, then the world will start using it a lot more, and then there you go. So it's usability for price. It's going to be it's going to be my long-term one that's maybe it's going to take 3-4 years to, make a lot of money on it. But I invested in it really because I'm fascinated by it. I think it's cool. And I know how the world's going to track everything in the future. So that's just why I got it, is all. Okay. And again, hit the like button if you find the channel interesting, or you're learning stuff, or maybe I'm helping you come up with maybe different cryptos to invest in. Please hit the like button. And let me see if there's any questions on that one. Probably not, but let me look. Okay, Uncle Philly. Okay, that's Federal Reserve, Treasury. So we got the Treasury going on in there. Muleshoe 05 says, need some VeChain at Sonic right now. They lost my order. Oh my God. Crypto Norwegian. Vito has usually been about 10% of the value of that. So yeah. Nano Ledger. Okay, we got some random thing on that. Somebody has $10,000 on VeChain. Oh my God. That's crazy. Okay, next news story is about the Bank of Russia. And it says, Russia announces upcoming trial for digital ruble. So Russia has been saying for the longest time that they want to have their own money. They want to be out of the dollar, want nothing to do with the dollar. And their time is coming. 12 banks in Russia will be participating. Russia's going to have a CBDC and will be complete this year. It might already be complete now, but they're just saying, oh, at some point this year, it'll be complete. Let's see. And then they're going to start testing it in January. First Deputy Governor Olga Skorobolatova. That's a name right there, of the Bank of Russia, says they will create new payment infrastructure. They're going to create a new payment infrastructure. We already know the king of payments, that's XRP, but let's keep reading. All the ISO 20022s. Let me continue. So they're going to have a new payment structure and reduce the costs for households and businesses to transmit money. Well, that shit won't happen on those proof of work and proof of stake cryptos. So that's why we got the ISOs. Part of the first, now this is the first stage. Part of the first stage of testing will be to monitor the emission of the digital ruble among various operations. If all goes well, additional banks. So they're going to have a first trial and see how this goes. And if everything goes good, they're going to have an additional bank. Well, maybe that's Ripple when it completes the banking charter that it applied for months ago. In for our country, I know our rules, like Ripple can be the bank for that can participate in Russia's money. But I'm just saying in our country, Ripple already applied for a banking license. So they're kind of getting ready to work with our government when we officially test the CBDC. But I'm sure probably right now, maybe it might not have anything to do with Ripple at the moment, but let's read. We might find out something interesting, won't we? We always find something interesting hidden deep in there on the Crypto Hulk channel. So they're going to add additional banks will be added on the pilot project down the line. Now, remember Ripple and R3, they were partners years ago. The two work good together. Ripple and R3 work very good together. Although they had a little breakup, there's trouble in paradise. Ripple and R3 got a divorce, and the court case had, and then R3 demanded to have, I think, like $1 billion worth of XRP. Oh, they were pissed. They said, give us that XRP. So for some reason, R3 wanted the XRP. But why? I don't know. But R3 then had a company called Zinfin design the XDC crypto, which is ISO 2022. I say buy that one too. On the crypto side of this test, so now we got the banks doing their thing. Now, what about crypto with Russia? What does crypto have to do with this Russia bank test? Well, there's a company, I did some extra research. Yes, I had to find out. I mean, this article was like too dry. It wasn't exciting me enough. Okay, so I had to go for a deep dive, figure out, I want some juicy details I want some things to make me go, So within that article, yes, sir, they mentioned a company called Six Digital Exchange. They mentioned R3 in the article. Oh, really? Like right at the end, like just briefly kind of said something. And then they mentioned a company called Innovation Hub. So then I started to do a little discovery because, look, if you've got a banking system and money, you're going to need like an exchange, right? Because you're going to need to send money fast and this and that. And we're not using the old school SWIFT system. We're not using corresponding banking networks. We're not doing all that slow stuff. It takes sometimes 2, 3, 4 days to send money around the world. So this article didn't really want to mention crypto a lot. So I'm like that dentist trying to pull out that damn tooth and try to see if I can pull out a good fat one, right? So right near the end, they're talking about Six Digital Exchange, R3, and Innovation Hub. Well, I did some looking, and Six Digital Exchange is a Swiss blockchain platform, and it's fully integrated platform for trading digital assets. Oh, whoa. That uses, listen, distributed ledger technology. I'm getting goosebumps right now because what crypto do you know of that is the only thing that's about is distributed ledger technology? That is Ripple. XRP has got it going on in Russia with the CBDC. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. I'm calling it, okay? And if you know anything about R3, like I just told you, they used to be a Ripple partner. R3 and Ripple go hand in hand. That's why this company is using, they call it Six Digital Exchange. When you got a banking thing, you need an exchange. The best exchange we know of right now, XRP and the XRP ledger, folks. That's how this works. Well, how the hell you got Six Digital Exchange, R3 in there, all that shit, and they're talking about distributive ledger technology? That is XRP. I found that shit out. So I was pretty happy with that article. I said, you know what? I got to report that one tonight. So Russia is already in bed with good old Ripple and XRP. They have like a little, what do you call it? An associative relationship. Ripple's not directly working there, but this Six Digital Exchange and R3, trust and believe, are snuggling up in the bed with good old Ripple and XRP, and that's how I see it. Okay? Let me check some comments here. Oh, yeah, and the disclaimer goes, hi, my name is Crypto Hulk. Not a financial advisor at all. In fact, I don't know anything about crypto. I don't know anything about advising, and I just lie all the time. I just make shit up all the time. Everything I write down on paper, I just make shit up completely. Now, if you do decide to listen to something that I say and you get financially wrecked, then let me know and I'll say, sucks being you. Call my lawyer at 1-800-EAT-SHIT. It's the best lawyer I could ever think of. And that'll be the very professional disclaimer I have on this channel. How do you know people are 20 cents? There are no regulations. Crypto is okay. I think the bottom. I don't care about the price right now. I seen the interview with Quincy Jones. Yeah, that's another subject. Let's see. VeChain tracks COVID must be a joke. I don't even know. It doesn't even make sense. So I got to take that comment out. Michael Allen, little no chance. Central banks, they're going to use it. Hulk disclaimer, no chance. It sucks. We listen to you. Galatians, way higher. Uncle Philly, did you see the UK? Okay, so that'll be it for today with the VeChain and the Russia. I'll see you next video, and hopefully I'll find some good stuff as well.